Okay, I'm going to show you a little stretch routine that I like to do, okay? And what I want you to do, I'll show you maybe a couple modifications, but I want you to try it and then let me know if there's a move in it that doesn't quite work for you, because honestly, there's just so many different ways that you can stretch your lower body. I'm not even going to fit them all in one video, okay? So what I'm going to do is stretch I'm going to have to flip the camera probably up and down if I'm going to be on the floor now. I'm going to stretch my quads, hamstrings, calves, and my glutes, okay? So let's do quads first. Now, quad stretch, I'm going to show you just the basic regular one that everyone does, which honestly, let's see if I can do it, because this is one that I'm starting to have to modify. So if you need better balance, you can hold on to something, or I like to maybe just put my arm out straight. Also, I don't like where I put my camera angle. Let's go down a little. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're just going to stand up straight, and you're going to bring your foot up to your butt, and you're going to grab your foot, okay? So this is the part. Let's see if I can like throw it up there without injuring myself. Not really. See if I can catch it. Okay, so you're holding the top of your foot, and let me show you up here. You want to make sure your body is nice and straight. Don't stick your hip out, okay? Everything's straight. Touch your leg. You don't want it flying out here. You want this leg touching your other leg, okay? And then the last thing you want to make sure for form, this will deepen your stretch, is that instead of your pelvis being back like this, I'm not feeling it in my quad at all, but if your hips, your pelvis are tucked forward, pushing forward, you're really going to feel that quad, okay? So those are your 3 tips for form. All right, and then you just got to hold your balance. Okay, let me show you a modification for that, which I can only do one side because this stretch modification hurts my ligament from pregnancy, okay? So you're going to have to kind of look at it backwards. Forgive me for that. But basically, you want to find a stair, a chair, an ottoman, a piano bench, whatever you have, something you can, or a fitness bench, whatever you can prop your foot on behind you, okay? So hips are square in front of the object, and you're going to put the top of your foot onto it, okay? I'm going to have to show you from the other leg because that's the leg that hurts, okay? So you put the top of your foot on it. You don't have to bend that much. So we're stretching the quad of the foot that's on your thing, and you're just going to bend your standing leg a little bit. Make sure everything up here is straight. Your hips are straight, not back, so same kind of thing. And you're going to feel that quad of the leg that's propped up, okay? That's the way to stretch your quad if you can't throw your foot up there like me. If I wasn't so pregnant, I wouldn't have to throw my foot up. You might risk injury doing that, okay? So don't try to whale it up there, okay? If you can't grab your foot due to flexibility, try using that object, okay? There's also ways you can stretch your quad laying on the floor or whatever, so if neither of those work for you that I showed you, just let me know, okay? So there's quads. Now glutes, there's a couple ways we can stretch our glutes, okay? One, similar to the squat where your first move, it's going to require a little bit of balance and standing, okay? So if this doesn't work for you, I'll show you another way. Let's see, I haven't done this one in a while, so I'm not sure how it's going to affect my ligament. Basically, what you're going to do is you are going to cross your foot up onto your leg and make sure it's above your knee so you don't hurt your knee, okay? So cross it above your knee. Yep, that hurts my ligament. Let's try the other one. Okay, this is better. I'm stretching this glute over here, okay? And you're gonna bend down, keep your chest nice and high and straight. Let me show you from the side. This does bother me a little bit, so I won't be able to go too deep. Okay, and you're just gonna bend your standing leg. You're gonna sink down basically into a single leg squat. But because your leg is up here, it's gonna really stretch the outside of that glute. Seriously, you're gonna love this stretch. It feels so good. Okay, if you're like me and you can't really do that one, we're gonna head to the floor, okay? I know this is taking a while, but once you watch this and you figure out what works for you, you're not gonna have to take this long. Okay, to modify for that glute stretch, you can just be on the floor, okay, like this. Kind of bend your legs, and you are gonna pull one up, over, same way. Ankle up above your knee, and make sure your chest is up and you're kind of pushing your hips forward. And you're gonna feel the glute on that folded leg, okay? Make sure you're pushing that hip forward, otherwise you're not gonna feel it, okay? So slightly bent leg on the ground, cross over, push that hip forward, chest up, and you're gonna feel that glute stretch, okay? Like I said, there's other ways to stretch your glutes. So if neither of those work for you, let me know. All right, watch the pregnant girl get up. All right, so we did quads and glutes. We are gonna stretch hamstrings. Now hamstrings, again, so many ways to stretch them. I'm just gonna show you my personal favorite, a way that I can still do even though I modify a lot of stuff, okay? All right, so feet, I like to put them a little bit wider than hip width apart, toes forward, okay? I like to breathe up. And then come down and just let it hang. Relax your arms, relax your shoulders, relax your neck, relax your back, okay? And you're gonna feel this in your hamstrings back here, all right? And this for modification, if you're not hanging as low, that just means you're not quite as flexible. Some people are gonna go lower than me. Some people aren't gonna go as low as me, that's fine. And then you can hold it from side to side. This will really stretch your left one. This will really stretch your right one, okay? And then when you're done, you just roll it up slow. Okay, so there's for your hamstrings. And then a stretch that I like for my calves, super simple. You're going to split your feet, one in front, one in back, as if you're gonna do like a lunge or a split squat, okay, just like this. And you're going to, first, this is how I like to set it up personally, okay? So keeping your hips in line, so not shifting at all, just right in line. Body up straight, chest back, core tight. You're gonna bend a little, okay? Just bend those knees and then straighten only the back leg. That setup every time, that's from core to force. Cool down, that gets my calf really stretched back there. And you're just gonna hold that and that's it. Okay, and then switch sides. Okay, separate my feet, hips forward, in line, everything in line, okay? Don't shift anything. Bend a little, and then just straighten the back. Oh, yeah, that feels so good. Okay, so there are some examples of quad, glute, hamstring, calf stretches. So when you're done with your squats for the day, make sure you are stretching that lower body, okay? And let me know if you want any other modifications for any of those.